has heard of the Trippingtons. Okay, well, you know, I can see that you're gonna know our next guest a little too much. But yeah, welcome to the stage, the man with a heart of gold and a silver tongue, Jason Mayo.
Happy New Year, Charleston! Always want to do that. See famous comedians do that all the time on like traveling tours. But they get to say cool shit like I love you, San Francisco, or let me hear you, Radio City. God knows if I had a traveling comedy tour, I'd probably end up with something like, how are you, I'm Dog? Or let me hear you, Rock Hill. All three of you. Yeah. Now, before we get started here tonight, you know, you and me, I just want to give a quick shout out to the other comedians for coming up here, for doing their thing tonight. You know, some of them, it was their first time ever doing any stand-up ever. And they were backstage, they were nervous, they were crying, they were whining, they were pissing their pants. But they came out here and they gave you a good fucking show. And you wanna know why that is? That's because they're fucking ballers, okay? Yeah, so let's give them a round of applause. All right. So, let me tell you, the other comedians here tonight, stand-up newbies and veterans alike, they all made one critical mistake. That mistake was opening with a good joke. Every comedian does that. I don't want to be like every comedian. No, I want to be different. I want to be memorable, right? So I'm not just going to start you off with a bad joke. I'm going to start you off with the worst joke. Just get ready to cringe at the words that are about to come out of my mouth, okay? Now, you know that song? It goes, this is how we do it. I love that song because sometimes I forget how we do it. Then that song comes on and I'm like, yeah, that's how. It just made you all so uncomfortable. That was fucking amazing. You know, I came up with that joke, and I thought it was really funny. I thought it was very clever. So I went to a party, and I introduced myself to a girl, and I told her that joke. And she laughed. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, that's a good joke. That's going to be my opener. And then she walked away, and I was like, it's a bad joke. But because I'm a man of my convictions, it's still my opener. Now, I had a friend tell me a story once. She said she was walking home from work. So she's walking down the street, and across the street, she sees these two guys standing there. She's walking down the street. And I don't like to propagate stereotypes, right? Like, not all white boys have no rhythm. But these two white boys, let me tell you, they had no rhythm. And one of them, he says, oh, bro, I just like can't dance, and that's like not really hype. And the other one inspires him with a, don't trip dog, here, let me show you. And none other than the beloved 1995 release of This Is How We Do It was playing in the background. And this was just such an unfortunate soundtrack because that is not how we do it. I love that song because it's just so 90s. And I love listening to music from different time periods because you can really find elements of it in modern music. You know, take Ass, for instance. In the 70s, we had Shake Your Groove thing. And nowadays, we've got Bust Down Tatiana. There have always been songs about ass. Beethoven's Symphony No. 5, 1808. That's a song about ass. And if you don't believe me, listen to the lyrics. It goes, bum, 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 bum. It's British for ass. Yeah. There are truly so many songs about ass because it's a universal concept, right? Everybody loves ass. Men love women's asses. Women love baseball players' asses. And baseball players, well, they love their own asses. Sometimes men love men's asses. Sometimes I love men's asses. concept, similar to love. Plenty of songs about love, right? Everyone's experienced love. Well, everyone except me. No, it's true. I have a terrible love life, and that's probably because I'm a comedian. But if you want to imagine my love life real quick, okay? Just picture like a dumpster fire. Like around that dumpster fire, it's just a bunch of possums. Like around those possums, there's like a bigger dumpster fire. Now, some of you might be skeptical. Some of you might say, well, it can't be that bad. Nobody's love life is that bad. And for all those of you, I would like to spin you a tale of pimple-popping pubes and cafeteria pizza. Welcome to middle school. The scene is set at the 8th grade dance. Lights are very, very dim because we're all too self-conscious to let people see our ugly, ugly faces. The music is very, very loud because we're all too self-conscious to let people break through to our shitty, shitty personalities. You know, kind of like an ATO party. So, if you walk into the middle school cafeteria, right in the middle of this middle school cafeteria, there's a dance circle going. And in the center of this dance circle, there's this one kid going absolutely ham as that song that goes, "Why You Gotta Be So Rude," plays for like the 15th time that night. Now that kid was not me. That kid was named Bradley Madison. Bradley Madison was in 9th grade. Bradley Madison was a 9th grader at the 8th grade dance, okay? And at that exact moment, Bradley Madison was borderline blackout drunk off of one Bud Light. Don't forget about Bradley Madison, folks. We will return to Bradley Madison, okay? Now, if you walk into the middle school cafeteria and you see this dance circle, and you take a hard left and you walk all the way to this wall, that's where I'm standing. I'm standing there, I'm leaning up against the wall, I'm not dancing, I'm talking to my algebra teacher, because I'm cool. And my little prepubescent voice sweeps up and I say, "Wow, Mr. Bradbury, we're going to be learning about inequalities on Monday? That's so cool." And then the song ends, and the slow song begins. And I look at Mr. Bradbury and I say, "Mr. Bradbury, there's something I have to do." And there she was, Alyssa. Oh my God, Alyssa was a dime. Alyssa was as fine as they came in 8th grade. Alyssa was so hot and nope. I like this bit, we're gonna skip this one because I'm gonna get arrested. Okay, all right, 8th grade dance, and there's a slow song going, and the couples are weaving in and out between each other like a really bad community theater production of Cinderella. And I marched right across that dance floor. I'm almost gliding on in. I don't remember what song was playing at that exact moment, but I know what song was going off in my head. This is how we do it! Fuck yeah! I walked right up to Alyssa, okay? I walked right up to Alyssa, and I looked her dead in the eyes. Oh my God, her eyes were so beautiful when that shitty cheap strobe light across her face. So I walked right up to Alyssa, and I looked her dead in the eyes, and I said, look, this is what I said to her, okay? Are you listening, paying attention? Okay, so I walked right up to Alyssa, looked dead in the eyes, and I said to her, I said, "I'm single." "You're single. Let's dance." Her reply, "No." And that's when I heard it. That menacing voice, dripping with idiocy and drunkenness and puberty. Bradley fucking Madison. That 5'5" giant shoved my weak little 410 frame aside, and he walked right up to Alyssa, and he smacked her ass, and he led her out to the dance floor. I didn't get it. Because every feel-good teen middle school Disney rom-com had trained me to think that it was the quirky skinny boys that got the girl. But no, this asshole got the girl. I understand now. I get it now, right? Bradley Madison knew the technique. Oh my God, the technique. I wish I knew then what I knew now. The technique is a sacred, foolproof way to impress any woman. Every man, he has his own techniques. And he uses his own variations of popular techniques. For instance, when engaging in cunnilingus, one may spell out the alphabet with their tongue, and the act of doing so may result in a feminine climax, right? Now, this technique, I figured it out. I like to use it whenever I find myself getting into a little horizontal hugging. It's called bop it foreplay. You know, like a bop it, like that toy I had when I was a little kid. It had all the buttons and the levers and the spinning things, and it didn't have an off button. So if I was playing with it before bed, I would put it away, and I would go and I would lay down, and like 10 minutes later, it would yell at me from the toy box. It would shout at me from across the room, and it would say, "I'm going to sleep." It would say that. It would scare the shit out of me. It would say, "I'm going to sleep," and I would hear it, and I'd be like, "Yeah, me too. Shut the fuck up." All right, folks. So bop it foreplay. Bop it foreplay. Step one, folks. You want to know what step one is? I'll tell you what step one is. Step one, okay? Bop it to start. Alrighty then. Oh my God, the ass smack! Oh, it makes so much sense now, Bradley Magic. He knew the technique. Okay. All right, step two, folks. Let's move on. Okay. All right. Bop it. Twist it. Pull it. Twist it. Flick it. Spin it. Oh, score 7, high, score 28. Now it is absolutely critical to a woman's sex drive that you shout these commands out as loud as you can while performing bop it foreplay. Suggestion, I have never tried it before, but you can have her yell the commands out at you in order to maintain the realism. And at that point, it's a full-on roleplay scenario. And fair warning, folks, sometimes, she might not be all that into bop it foreplay. And in these cases, when you're finished, she'll look at you and she'll say, "I'm going to sleep."